Here it is, everybody. Here with Mike Kiesel, who's already in the middle of some conversation. I didn't want to miss anything. Things are already getting good before the podcast. This is the VanNote Show. We're going to see how this is going to go. Hopefully we'll have some more for you in the coming week and the coming months, too. It's going to be exciting. I think everybody's excited a little bit to see whether it's a crash and burn or if it's entertaining or not. And hey, it's what we're here for, you know. So we're only going to find out one way. So anyways, getting back to teachers and their inherent liberalism being brought through their agenda of teaching. It's like they've been designed that way. You know, like the whole school system's that way. Everything is. That's one small facet of the whole fucking picture. You know what I mean? Is the designing the school system to
for sure.
breed a certain kind of thought.
For sure.
Wasn't that Harvard that put out that
mainstream
thing that said something about the genders and all that and sent it home?
Harvard is one of the main links, like how they control the educational system. Through the Trilateral Commission, the foreign, those are where the elites have their power strings. They mold into the intelligence agencies. All the intelligence agencies are illegal.
Yeah.
They're unconstitutional from the start. All of them. CIA, all of them. Every single one. NSA, it's all illegal. It's all against the Constitution for our rights.
So you got Mike towards you. There you go. But anyways, yeah.
But yeah, they're being spread into the colleges, and they're like literally becoming like people literally label colleges liberal, or there is no conservative college. I ain't never even heard that.
Right.
All you hear is liberal college, like Berkeley and all these big colleges, Harvard, Princeton, and all these, you know. All the state colleges.
So extreme liberalism.
Like one of my best friends, you know who he is, and he went to the Army, and he was gone for a long time, moved to Texas, and he went to college down there. And there was a teacher that was a liberal, real liberal, and she what'd she say? What did he say? He said that she told the class, like, when they were getting ready to do a test, and she said, remember, there is no wrong answer, but there's still a right one. Right. Or something like that. Basically saying,
just answer how you want.
You should, and not be penalized for something that's against what she thinks. But that's how she laid that down, in a subliminal way.
Wow.
And he picked it up. He was like, wow. And then they had a debate about guns, and he spoke. He's an Army veteran. He obviously has his concealed carry.
Sure.
And he was like,
experience and all that.
He's like, he said in front of the whole class. He's like, I don't see how there's any sense in thinking if me sitting here with a gun is unsafe for anybody here.
Yeah.
And we really want to depend on fat ass out 3 halls down, 2 levels down with a little pistol, hoping he'll get here and stop somebody going crazy.
Right.
Where's the logic in being mad at me?
Right. Absolutely.
And he fucking damn near failed.
And all they say, you know, the argument is
that's the truth.
Well, you could shoot. You could decide to jump up in the crowd in the theater and shoot everybody if you just...
I guess so. But also lightning could strike me when I walk out the door.
But I wouldn't do that because I'm a responsible gunner.
You're not trying to make laws against lightning.
I'm not somebody who's in some distraught situation and deciding to have sick thoughts to go and shoot people up. I'm a responsible veteran gunner.
But are we living in a society that makes it more possible for somebody to be that way? The possibility of that mental state is higher.
Yeah,
based on the environment,
PTSD, or
sure.
something happened. Yeah, I mean,
and obviously,
it's hard, dude, to determine who should. You know, I mean, the rights.
It's really tricky because they've got the society so ill, so retarded, so drugged out, so fucking dependent that people aren't even responsible enough to have a gun. Majority aren't.
Yeah.
If you really look at it. I ain't met very many people I trust with a fucking gun.
No, not in my life and group.
Really haven't. Only a handful of people. And
yeah,
those
I'd say
my
really
uncles, my dad, my fucking,
yeah.
you know, like people that
I have about
absolutely
50 people
like,
that I can fucking.
yeah, like people I absolutely didn't have any second thought about them holding that gun. You know, there's only a handful.
Yeah.
Because everybody's fucking stupid. Like,
yeah, I think
there's so many things that make it obvious that people are stupid.
Like irresponsibility is something to be proud of, or something that you don't even.
Oh, I don't need a gun.
Like
yeah, you do.
What? Like there's
you
something wrong
know.
with being responsible. It's like there's something they're trying to paint it to be something wrong with being responsible.
Well, when you're responsible, you're independent.
Oh, that's not allowed. I forget.
And then we can't be independent. That's not the.
It's not part of the thing, is it?
It's not part of the agenda.
It's a big club, people. And
we're not in it.
You know. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you.
Oh.
It's so crazy, man. And it goes beyond the guns, man. That's just
a
hot topics.
You ever seen that picture online where it shows the iceberg? Like, there's a little bit of the iceberg showing, and then there's
everything underneath.
Like 4 times larger than the part that's showing above is underneath. They use that to give a perspective of how deep the deep state, or whatever you want to call it, goes. And it's mind-boggling.
Yeah, you see only this, but there's all this going on.
Right.
So with this Trump, I'm curious about this. And I want to think about it a little bit. Is the Trump with these not on Trump's side, but I heard I think it's Mueller with the FBI.
Yes.
He's got all these. I heard he got like so many 100 blank indictments, like he can just write them out how he wants.
But he's got nobody. He just
is that like a kind of like a front put out?
Sure, just to feed the liberals,
right,
so they can go crazy with it. That'd be my guess, because if they had something, they.
And so you were talking earlier too before the podcast about on his side of that.
Who's
on Trump's side?
What,
Trump's got indictments. And that's why people are. You correlate that a little bit to that's why people are resigning left and right.
40,000 plus
indictments.
Yes, and gradually they're being unsealed all over the world. Or not all over the world when it comes to those indictments, because obviously
it's
but it's happening. People from child porn, pedophilia. You know, all this corruption, fraud.
And people act like that shit is not fucking.
It's happening. It's happening.
Can you not just fucking say that it's happening? Can people just not fucking admit that it's happening, and we can come to terms to address the shit and quit acting like every
I don't know why
someone says something?
But
about
see,
something,
they've been.
You gotta smear it with fucking Italian food.
They've been mind washed. They've been mind washed by the elite that do that shit to project away from it and be like their weapon against the people that see the truth. Basically, is a good way to put it, I guess.
Yeah.
Like the liberals, they're a weapon for the elite. They're fucking useful idiots.
Yes, they're a fucking useful tool.
They are. They are. They're doing exactly what they want to have here. And then what you got? The media. They're doing everything they can to shun a person that's got any logic. You know, they want a gun in their house. They believe in God, and then they don't like fucking Muslims, and you know, like those people, traditional values even. 4th of July, it'll be a thing. If they kept going with their power before Trump, if he didn't win,
they'd stop celebrating forward.
Oh, it would have happened eventually. That's how real this is going to get. Like they want to kill everything. They don't patriotism.
Dude,
they don't
that's
even.
The day we celebrate the independence, man.
They don't even. They don't want us to be happy.
No.
They just want us to be drones. They don't want us to think about what am I going to do this weekend anymore.
Right.
They want you to think about going to work and making that machine run.
Absolutely. Be smart enough to run the machine, but dumb enough to come back.
Yes. And not be mad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Just take it.
And do it.
Yeah.
For your whole life.
Take your fucking fluoride and come back, you know.
Makes me sick, dude.
Docile like sheep.
I've been like, it makes me sick.
Now, sheep are docile for a reason. It's their diet.
If a fucking dog can herd, sheep. They're pretty dumb.
Yeah, seriously. It's overwhelming, ain't it?
It really is.
It's almost
because it's
start.
so. This is where it gets crazy for me, and where I start second guessing: is this really happening?
Because it's so fucking.
Because
shit.
their control is so deep. It's so intertwined. Like, there's no fucking way that you can just wipe this out in 2 years.
Right.
There's no way. Like, our expectations are. I feel like maybe our expectations of how fast this is going to happen is being kind of manipulated a little bit. My hopes, some big things are coming before the elections in November, midterms. Hopefully.
And what if not? You know,
If it could either be big right moves or it could be big bad moves, like a big mass shooting like Las Vegas, or a school shooting, or something that the media can run off about
and
all day
and
for a week straight, and nobody will complain about it because they're all so conditioned. When something like that happens, they're all on it. You know what I mean?
You know,
and Trump's over here like taking over the Federal Reserve, and not one word said about it.
That's fucked up.
You know what I'm saying? That's a possibility.
So if he was to propose controlling the Federal Reserve, how would he do that? How would any one person, absent the man named Trump, how would any one man go about it? As a president, you can fucking shine any president's light on it you want. How would you go about doing that?
To be honest with you, I don't.
Because that's a private fucking institution.
It is a private institution, and that's why But listen. That's why I think he's going to have his power, because he's going to prove it's illegal. He's going to show the proof that it's illegal. And what it's really doing, which obviously we can look out the window and see that it's creating a fucking society.
Income tax payments will stop. People won't pay.
IRS will be abolished. Fucking, I mean, like, if this all really goes down the way I hope it does.
That's
the
dream, is for things like that to happen. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Where we can really be free. Financial freedom. Financial freedom is the biggest. Is where they have the most hold on our country, I think, and obviously. Culture. Yeah. They have a lot of control over culture and the financial. I mean, you can look at it. Look at how many people are in debt. Look how many people. That's the point.
It is.
That's the whole point. Literally, the system would not operate without it. If we paid off $21 trillion in debt, there wouldn't be a single dollar in circulation. Paid it off tomorrow. It would fuck us more than anything. Wow. Because the system is designed to be so against you.
Yeah, it's literally.
You would really. That would be a way to prove how fucked up it is. To pay that. Pay it off. Here you go, Rothschilds. Here's your $21 trillion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then it's over then. Like, the game's over. There is none. But collapse.
Oh my god. Complete fucking utter anarchy. Gun-toting civilians are going to have their fucking way. Patriots, that's when you're going to shine.
Yeah.
Seriously, you know? In that moment.
I just hope it don't come to that.
Unfortunately,
I think
there's no way for massive change without the.
That's what I'm scared of too. Of absolute
revolution. I mean, it's going to be complete and total.
Like something worthy. Something worthy. There will an event. Something will happen that is worthy of
making that justified.
Of something worthy of the name Civil War. You know what I'm saying? Like in the history books, when our kids are getting taught in high school, or their kids even. You know. And hopefully the results will be amazing, and we gain our sovereignty back, because it's gone right now. Been gone for a long time, and they just over the years their plan is just to gradually figure out ways for us to be consent to it instead of fighting it. And that's where they went to our minds with TV, with fucking 24-hour news. Fucking, you can see the timeline. It's causing correlation, guys. Yeah. You can see it.
Right. Yeah, and no one even wants to take the fucking time. Not anybody on the other side wants to take the time to.
And
just
not
look
only,
at it.
not
Just
right.
acknowledge it.
Causal correlation is the exact right way to say it because you can see the things that were done
Yeah.
that are undeniable. They're facts.
Yeah.
TV happened.
Yeah.
I got 4 of them.
Yeah, and you can look at the documents with the government.
Yes, that it's a patent
to
for
get into.
control and manipulating the nervous system.
And don't forget that today's smart products, smart TVs, smart dishwashers, smart
What are they? Fucking
fridges,
80%
smart
off. Everybody
microwaves.
get one.
Yeah, 'cause you need to have one in your home.
Oh, yeah.
Your products aren't.
So they
cold
can
enough.
fucking listen to me and then try to sell me the shit I talk about on Facebook.
They will, and they are, and that's happening.
And then if they think I'm doing something illegal, they can listen to me all day.
Yeah, I mean, there's a. What if you're,
Dude,
what if you're fucking?
that is
wife
not
on the
something-
fucking couch and your smart TV's
That
watching
is-
you? What are they really doing here? What are they doing? Are they being perverts, or are they fucking tracking terrorists coming into our country like George Bush? framed?
Terrorism is what
You know,
what
it's
led
framed under that
terrorism.
motherfucker, and
Terrorism.
That's what they, you know.
Terrorism and 9/11 is what led to us Americans consenting to this shit happening.
Yes, absolutely. Literally, that's what the PNAC document I was talking
Yes.
about, the Project for a New American Century. That was in the summer of
Rockefeller,
2000, dude.
yes.
They fucking knew that they needed something.
They
to
needed
happen.
something.
And they already had plans in the works, man. They just look back on Operation Northwoods and say, hey, here's our something. Let's take what fucking was going on that Kennedy fucking vetoed that he didn't want to happen because he knows it's wrong.
If Kennedy led his shit
to kill fucking American people in the name of doing something for some political fucking right or some geopolitical move. The only Americans that should die for anything is the ones that are fighting the war, dude.
Their own freedom.
You shouldn't go. Yeah, those are people.
I'm gonna go out on a limb.
You know,
This-
you shouldn't kill civilians because they want to push.
I'm gonna go out on a limb, dude. There ain't been a war fought over actual Americans' freedom since the Revolutionary War.
Yeah, it's all been under some guise of
all-
some geopolitical move.
Yes,
you
and
know,
propaganda
a chess
of
move,
fighting for your freedom.
Yeah, and unfortunately, man, there's a lot of people
That's
that don't
just that is a red pill, dude. Like this
Yeah,
big.
there's a lot of people that don't like to hear that, man. But you gotta, you just gotta keep looking back on it, keep educating yourself on it because it really is that way, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it really.
And
is.
Vietnam
And
War-
it
the
doesn't
Vietnam
say
War-
anything wrong to anybody who's ever
Right.
and anybody who currently believes or fights right now for the country.
Because I understand that all those people signed up and did that under a circumstance of their personal choice.
Yeah.
They were going to righteously.
Right.
Personally.
No one was held under a gun to do that.
Right. But more importantly, they did everything their actions they did in their minds was righteous. They never did anything purely of evil like their masters.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
It was a mind. They had their mind.
It's orders. Yeah, you taking orders, man, and I get it.
And that's why I don't have. I have many. I know people that are veterans. And
Oh,
I
absolutely.
have many people.
Grown up
I
with
love
them.
them. They're great. They're awesome people. There's people you want to be around, in my opinion.
Well, yeah, there are people that I couldn't,
Especially
there are
nowadays.
people that I couldn't be because I would not. I can't sign up to do that. I don't.
Especially nowadays. I'd love to have a couple
It's not
veterans.
my route to go join the army. Years ago, 5, 6, 7 years ago, I really considered it. I talked to recruiters.
I have too considered.
And I really did give it a serious thought, but honestly, I panicked, dude. I had a kid and my old lady and in the house, and I didn't want to leave one day and not come back.
Sure.
And they're like, well, you can be a mechanic. And I'm like, yeah, dude, no, man. Things could happen anywhere, and it just scares me. And they wave the money in my face, and I'm not a money guy like that. I don't need the money to.
Yeah.
I don't fucking have any money, but
I fucking
need
go
the
to work
fucking
and
money.
make the money.
Yeah, dude. Like I don't need the fucking money. It's $20,000 sign on.
Free money is just as bad as dirty money almost.
Yeah,
for your conscience.
In a way, yeah, dude. I'm being paid to say that it's okay to sign up. Like they're literally coaxing me with cash to do this. I mean, to kill for them. And I don't believe in. I couldn't shoot a kid in the face even if he had a bomb strapped to him.
No.
I guess if I saw him
I'm
run
gonna
up
go
next
ahead
to my friend that's down there on the
I'm
ground,
gonna-
I would shoot a fucking kid for sure. But I guess it would take a crazy fucking extreme circumstance.
It would take a life or death situation.
It really would, and I can't say how I'd react because, like I said, I was never willing to put myself in those positions. So before anybody gets crazy, bent out of shape, just take a second and think.
Yeah.
I'm praising because I could never do what anyone out there, any veteran has done, what Duke Kazort done out in Vietnam and things. Like I could never do that, And it's not really been in my family. There's probably not very much military history in my family. I know my dad didn't, my grandpa didn't, and I don't think his dad either, man. We just poor farmers, Southern Indiana boys, you know. I mean, there's people from all around us. Like I said, I grew up. There was associates with my family that were veterans and stuff. I would see people come to my grandpa's house that were in full suit, old men,
that
full gear. Just
like
talking to grandpa about
military.
Yeah, absolutely. You know how they wear them for like events or whatever?
Sure.
They like that.
Veterans.
Yes, old men. My grandpa's age, 78 years old.
So World War II veterans.
And you walk in the room, you walk out of the bedroom, and that guy's sitting there on the couch, and you see that man dressed up like that, and he looks at you, and you almost just feel like, wow, like there's like a certain
so much
power.
time and
there's just like a certain like a thing, like oh my god, there's like a certain respect. It's like
an energy.
Yeah, an energy is coming off of him. It's like this.
Well, think about that. That's a mass of with a mind like you have.
Yeah.
That's been here for 75 years.
Yeah.
There's so much energy there. So much thought, so much memory.
And not only that, they grew up so much rougher. The
sure.
times were tougher.
They probably took baths in fucking steel tubs.
Dude, seriously,
on the fucking counter.
Yeah. Or out in the front grass, you know.
Until they were fucking 15. Slept with their siblings until they were fucking moved out.
Shitting in outhouses.
Yeah.
Times were crazy, man. Men were bred to be a lot tougher. You know, it seems a lot. You know, maybe it's just because of the TV.
There's poverty. There's
I know
poverty.
there's still a lot of real men out there, you know, but it just seems like the fucking population is drifting towards men just not caring about being men.
No.
You grab fucking 2-inch steel pipe for a fucking living and drag it up fucking all this shit. You work as an oil hand.
Yeah.
Oil field hand, dude. That's man shit. That's just man shit.
It
okay,
is.
I'm sorry, but punching fucking numbers at a desk ain't man shit.
No. That's what you call.
You might be making $1 zillion a year. But
that's what you call a pencil pusher.
Yes. Seriously, it is.
Yeah. What did Leonard Skinner say? Get out of my way.
Yeah. Give me back my bullets.
Yes.
America.
That's exactly who he was talking about. Fucking pussy ass liberals, dude.
Yeah.
And the kids that didn't want to go to Vietnam. I'm going to college. I'm going to go to college. That's exactly who he was talking about.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's crazy, dude. I think they were a little bit young for the Vietnam War.
Yeah, I was wondering.
They were like 18,
like,
20, and like 72, 71.
Yeah, and it was ending.
Right then, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think it finally ended in 74, but like the draft
Sure.
wasn't really
the
popping like it was in 65, 66. Like, I think I've read 30, 40,000 people were getting drafted a month at one point, and fucking...
You be sweating every day waiting for that fucking letter in the mail.
Oh my god, dude. I couldn't imagine. I've tried to put myself in that.
Me too, dude. How it's I
like you ever watch
thought experiments like that where you just think about you put yourself
what
in
the
scenarios.
fuck is that movie called?
You really try to put yourself in their shoes. That's crazy. You get that letter in the mail and it says you need to report by next week.
Yeah,
And if you don't, you're going to fucking jail.
to the nearest fucking army recruit office. You need to be there, 5 a.m.
Like you will be there because if not, we're going to fucking throw you in jail.
Fucking
for
police will be there. For well, I don't know what that charge is.
Well, they'll drag you and make you do it.
I know. I'm just saying. I wish I knew what the charge was
I
for
don't
you.
know.
Draft dodging.
No, that's not draft dodging. Yeah,
That's just what it's.
draft dodging.
That's just. I think
It
that's
is
just a term. That's just a term for.
No, isn't draft dodging when they fucking find some sneaky way, like, oh, I broke my toe in 7th grade, so I can't run.
Draft dodging it accumulates all excuses and actually just leaving the
So it's
country.
an umbrella term.
Like go to Canada.
Umbrella.
That's draft dodging.
Yeah, yeah.
A lot of stars like Muhammad Ali stood up and said, "Fuck that, I ain't going." About ruined his career over it.
Dude, I'm telling you, isn't that crazy?
Yeah,
They'll fucking
I'm pretty sure he
snatch
did
your
a
career.
little bit of jail time.
Look that up, man. That might be interesting. That's insane, dude.
He
Yeah.
fucking. There's video. You can sit and watch him. Getting it, telling him I ain't fucking going fighting no white man's war. They ain't done nothing to me. Fucking. That's awesome.
It is. There should be that individualism, I think.
Sure. Where you be able to not scared to say if you feel something that everybody else doesn't feel.
Right, dude. Like it's okay to feel your own way.
And okay,
you know you can be.
now
yourself,
here's
right?
where
you know you can actually be.
here's
your
where
own
I
person
kind you
and
can be
feel
your
cool.
here's where people like to say, oh, you're putting your foot in your mouth. You don't like people that think there's 97 genders. You think they're full. Okay, here's where I stop that right and I fucking nip it right in the butt because I don't give a. I want everybody to do and believe whatever the fuck they want. But when you come and try to sell it to me and tell me I have to fucking believe it,
yeah, that's what you believe is wrong, which is what you're not doing.
And you want like confrontation about it because I didn't call you it instead of her because you're obviously a fucking female.
Yeah,
but in your head you're a fucking the 68th gender.
Yeah.
You know, no.
I call him like I see him.
You don't. If you stay the fuck away from me, or I'll happily stay away from you. I don't do whatever you want. Just don't try to make me do it.
Yeah.
You know?
And that's kind of how it goes with like a lot of things in people's lives. People are like that about religion. It's like, man, I don't care if you believe. Maybe I don't believe, but don't push it on me. You know what I mean? Don't push your belief.
But then
me.
It's hard.
Push my atheism on you.
But it's hard because there's obviously things that are wrong.
Right.
There's right and wrong.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what.
There is. And there's
more.
There's
a thing. I don't know what it is.
Fiber, yes.
I don't know what it is in our fucking system.
Well, in some people's system.
I think it's in everybody's.
Okay, it is. That's fair. It is. Because it is in everybody.
It's in everybody's. But everybody reacts to their environment differently.
Yeah.
And that's how their morals come out. Is how they... Dude, they're gone.
Yeah.
There's literally fucking crazy shit happening. People leaving their kids in their cars in their driveway. Because their lives are so fucking stressed out, so hard. They're trying to pay bills, trying to keep food on the table, trying to do this, trying to do that, trying to do that, doing meth, fucking Xanax, and left. And this ain't just one story. This is happening almost probably in this country every day somewhere.
Absolutely.
Like, it's so beyond fucked up that it's hard to picture it being right. Because I've never seen it right. I think I know what's right. But is it?
You create a scenario. Is that the right one, though? You know?
That's what I wanted to get. I wanted to get on the JFK Jr. and JFK and Trump and Q and how all this is fucking tied together.
Sure. This ought to feature crowd frenzy
a little bit.
Yeah,
a little bit.
Good. Hope
I just...
People are sticking in.
Okay, first off, I'm going to tell you this right now. JFK Jr., because this is something that really sparks my interest.
Okay.
In it being plausible, is JFK Jr.'s gravesite from an aerial view is a motherfucking Q. Yes.
In the shape of all of the monuments.
Like the road, like it's like a wraparound road,
sure.
And it's got a little open area right here. You know, like a capital Q. You know, it's got the big
the stem.
Yeah, and the stem that comes out where the road leaves it, dude. It's like, and then
That's like the satanic street setup of Washington, D.C.
But what they're saying is there's a possibility that JFK Jr. knew somehow through intelligence of one way or another, figured out that the Clintons and the bad people were going to fucking kill him when he was running against Hillary Clinton in 99. So he somehow faked him being on the airplane, not him being really on it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And they crashed the plane and said, "Oh, JFK Jr.'s dead," but in reality, he wasn't on it. And there's many pictures, you can look it up, where him and Trump are together.
Back then,
in the 90s.
Yeah. After the crash.
And they were hanging out all through the 90s, and in 99 is when he decided to run for a powerful position in New York City, in New York State. Like, I don't know if it was governor, I don't remember exactly what it was.
Yeah, RFK Jr.
Yes, JFK Jr.
JFK Jr., sorry. Yeah.
But supposedly the theory is JFK Jr., President Trump, and a bunch of other white hat alliance, what they call them, the good people that up in the elite rings, and big corporation, big government, all that, got these, they all come together and they're going to grab the power position, which is the presidency, somehow do it, which we've seen how they did it now.
Yeah.
President with Trump.
Yeah.
to literally try to take down these motherfuckers that killed his dad. They killed his dad for trying to do the same thing he did that they're doing now. You imagine if that's really fucking happening, dude?
Oh my god, dude. That's fucking
It makes me, like I said the other night, it makes me want to run down that fucking hall and punch holes in the wall just like a monkey.
angry.
No, just if that's really happening, that's so good. He faked his death and he kept positions of intelligence and with all these people all over the world to lock down all the evidence they need on all these bad people like Hillary Clinton, Tony Podesta, John Podesta, Chuck Schumer, Nancy Pelosi, fucking...
Nancy Pelosi's the devil, dude.
What's her name? The fucking goddamn it, Maxine Waters.
Oh god, dude.
They literally give my stomach turns when I hear their...
Dude.
Like, how in the fuck does anybody listen to them and take it serious? It makes me nervous that there are people that listen to that. As, like, yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
I'm voting for her. You know, like, those people scare me. Those are more scary to me than a fucking terrorist.
Yeah.
They're a terrorist.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're the fucking...
Yeah.
To our goddamn freedom and our sovereignty.
Really
you know what I'm saying?
It really is, yeah.
It's getting crazy. Like they're gonna let fucking illegal aliens vote.
What?
God damn! Last year, I was a conspiracy theorist for saying illegals voted.
I read that post.
Now they're openly making it law out in California.
Seriously?
Yes.
Wow. They can vote out in California.
I don't know about yet, but by the midterms, I think.
Oh my
That's
God.
what they want to do. That's what the Democrats are depending on.
that vote and shit would depend on that. God damn.
That's what they're depending on. And they want to talk about Russia meddling in our election. That's meddling in an election. You're letting a bunch of illegals vote. How is that not meddling in our election?
Right.
It's so fucked
It's
up.
like they don't understand terminology.
And this isn't a made up make believe story, dude. This
Yeah,
is
you
United
can make
States.
this shit
This
up.
is the United States of America in
You couldn't make this
2018.
shit up. You couldn't make this shit up, dude. You couldn't write this as a fucking Hollywood.
Like
movie.
it's becoming a chore to be happy
Yeah.
about where I live.
Right. Yeah, maintaining that certain level of fucking pride that can't be stomped.
Right, nationality.
Is harder and
Nationality.
harder by the day.
Nationality and patriotism. They
Yeah.
want that dead.
Yeah.
They want it dead.
Why? That's what the fucking nation
Because
is
they
based on.
want
That's
a new
everything.
world order where
I
there
understand why, but it's just like, fuck.
are no nations in it.
Right.
You know, there's no
It's a one
borders.
world, yeah.
It's everything's
Yeah,
the same.
open world, yeah.
All of it's third world dependent shithole.
Ugh.
And they're all in Switzerland. You know what I mean?
Yeah, where it's peaceful.
Dude, war's illegal there. Do you know that?
In Switzerland?
Yes.
It's illegal to
Yes,
conduct
of
war?
course it is. That's where all the bad people are.
Damn, dude.
It makes total sense.
Oh my god.
That's
Dude,
where all the
just
money's
mind-blowing
at.
shit.
That's where all the money's at, dude. That's where all they got. You can see. Have you ever seen that video of the Red Cross? At the Red Cross, their headquarters in Switzerland?
Mm-mm.
Dude, shit you not, dude. A guy was videotaping. I'm going to look it up here in a little bit.
Yeah.
A guy was videotaping inside it. It said, from here, tagged, Switzerland. Those green cases, Red Cross cases, like metal cases with the lid on them.
Yeah.
Got Red Cross stickers on them.
Yeah.
Walked into a fucking room, dude. These cases stacked to the fucking ceiling. Okay? Damn near all the way to the walk-in. I mean, you had a little bit of room to walk in.
Yeah.
He walked down, put a camera on the one sitting on the fucking floor, opened it, cash.
What?
Went to another room, same thing. The Red Cross is the most corrupt, embezzling money, child trafficking, organ harvesting. Dude.
Whoa.
And if you really if you do some
I've
research,
heard this before. This isn't totally new, but
I'm going to show you that
some
video.
of it's going to be, yeah.
It's one of the it goes back to the Templars. What do they call them?
The Knights of
The night, yes. It goes back to those
Whatever.
times. It goes back to those times, like
Yeah.
when it really everything that's led to where we're at now started. The Red Cross, the most respected. Every grandma gives them $20 every month. Fucking, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, dude. You see the fucking propaganda commercials running in your head right now about the Red Cross, and you think about your
dude, they
grandma
call
writing
people.
money, and you think about her money is sitting in a fucking box in a fucking safe room,
Hoarding money, dude. Cash. So much cash.
Why? Why are they hoarding cash?
I don't know.
Why not precious minerals?
Because Red Cross ain't what we think it is.
So what do you think they're doing with the cash?
It's like it's one of the elites.
Another way to get money?
Yes, it's just one of the ways to funnel the money back to them.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Their own money that they started this shit.
They already got it. It's already them. They own it from the start, from the print. And not only do they own that,
greed anymore.
not only do they own that, they own the interest they charge you for taking it.
Yeah. Fuck. Fucked on all fronts, man.
All fronts.
Fucked on all fronts. I've been flanked, man. We've all been flanked. I think that's what's happening. They're flanking us, dude. It's hard to be a patriot, like you said. It's hard to be holding that fucking pride, dude. It's disgusting that it's that way, and I don't like to say it any more than anybody likes to hear it, but it's becoming truthful.
But what I was saying, I really hope,
so soft.
I really hope this fucking shit with Trump
Testy.
is real. Because I understand that the evil have so much control on this planet that it's very possible that it's all a show for the people just like us. And I think it's real agenda for why it's happening, if it is a bad move against us, is because they knew that this would create the divide they needed
To
push over a Civil War level event that they need to enact martial law.
In your mind, like just fucking theoretically and hypothetically speaking, what event could happen that would in this country that would
I think right now the most plausible thing is fucking riots.
Because if you look, yeah, but when you zoom out on a riot over the whole nation, you got one riot happening, no matter how big it is, and you zoom out over the whole nation and look at that little dot.
Well, see, that's what I'm saying. It's going to become something. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
Where an event's going to happen, and enough people are going to be pissed off that people are going to be in the streets with ball bats, fucking helmets, fucking anything they got to fight for what they believe in.
As they should, in that.
But the problem is one side's wrong as fuck,
and they won't admit it.
So it is what it is. But hey, who am I to fucking say
anything? I know, man. But it's good you have the thoughts and the views on it. You know what I mean? It's good that you are capable and you want to think that way.
I just want to
because your fucking capability of abstract thought like this is shit that a lot of people don't have.
Not only maybe they don't have it, they probably have it. They just don't use it.
I think everybody's capable of
I don't know. I think it takes a certain fucking life path for it to happen to somebody.
Yeah, that's very true. That's very true. I can see that.
It's not something that just happens for everybody. That what has
kind of takes the right kind of people to expose those things to you, have those
right,
conversations.
And
you're gonna have those conversations in grandma's house and
I think
subdivision lane.
The right consciousness level has to be there when this kind of stuff is absorbed for it to click.
Yeah.
To where
they can't deny it or whatever.
Right, like you can't, like this is real. This is true. Prove it wrong.
Right.
And those are the people that call you an asshole and fucking block you and say a bunch of dumb shit. You spelt that wrong. You know what I mean? Like,
that's the response.
Stupid shit. Like those are the ones.
So educated. And
those are the ones that those people, the people that do that, reply that way, read what you said, and they know in their head that you were right.
Yes.
But they aren't going to admit it.
But they couldn't. They couldn't type that.
You're right. They won't.
And actually mean it. Don't be so surprised. You're right. No, like, hey man, actually, I agree with you.
I would be wrong not to.
I've taken a second.
I would be wrong not to agree. You know what I'm saying?
Just real quick on this. It's kind of subject. I had a guy on. say something to me. I made some comment about fucking beard oil or some bullshit or something.
That's the whole fucking idea, I think.
I made a fucking joke about it to this guy on the fucking on the interwebs on Facebooks, and he got all bent out of shape. Some random guy from wherever, and he commented, "Get out of here with that negative shit, bro."
Yeah, negative.
And I was like, negative because I said, I forget what I said.
Do you realize that negative is a positive?
Yeah, and he,
because you can do something about it now.
Like, I decided to react one of two ways. I was sitting there, I was looking at my phone, and I thought, I could chop this fucking guy's head off. You know? I could just verbally just abuse him, and but is that going to make me feel any better? I started thinking, these thoughts are going through my head, so I'm staring at his response, it's waiting for me to reply. So then I went to his Facebook page and I looked. The first post I seen, the guy was down on his fucking times. He needed help to get money for his truck. He needed help for fucking food.
Sure.
He was shamefully fucking asking for help from anybody on a post.
Really?
Yeah, he was just asking for help. So I instantly got washed over with this feeling of, dude, I'm in your shoes right now.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Like, I just instantly felt like...
But what was the difference between you and him where he put a post and you didn't?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Things like that. Like, what's different with his
And
situation?
so
am I stronger than him?
Yeah, like I
You know what I mean? Like,
so that's what went through my head. And so I
sure,
responded.
because you fucking, instead of calling, speaking out for somebody to help you, you fucking stuck it out.
And so I responded, man, in a very nice way that I was actually pretty proud of. Because I tend to be a pretty fucking angry dude sometimes when people go pushing my buttons on stupid shit.
Sure.
And I just don't have any tolerance for stupid shit, is what it is.
Sure.
You know what I mean? I just really don't. And
I think that's the way it is the older we get.
And he said something, and I said something back, and I was like, man, I looked at your shit. I hope you got the help you was looking for. I was going to sit here and cut you down and act like it was going to make me the bigger man, but no. I said, fuck it, man. I hope you do. I hope you get by and
enjoy your day.
I understand, man. Yeah, I was like, hey, man,
try to leave it on
you're
a
right.
positive.
Like I said to you earlier, admitting
wrong
your fault or whatever and things like that are some of the biggest qualities in a person.
It is.
And he didn't do that back. He didn't give me that back. That's the fucking world we live in. He said, bro, if you knew fucking Jeremy, you would know he's doing this for a joke. Come on, or something shitty. And I was like, I said a fucking paragraph, asshole, explaining my niceness. I gave you my thought process on me getting ready to rip you in fucking two verbally.
Yeah.
Publicly.
Yeah. But I did.
But I fucking chose not to. Now I wish I wouldn't have.
Right, because you're a dick.
I know he's going to be a fucking asshole still. Whatever your name is. I don't want to name drop on this, but... Because I can't anyways. But
yeah, I wasn't going to earlier.
Yeah, don't name drop anybody. You don't want anybody getting all crazy. People know who they are. Need a refill, sir?
Yeah.
But anyways, man, it's going good. I think it's going good. We're at 42 minutes right now.
Cool.
I think people's going to be excited. We can cut it and do another one too here.
If you want to.
And see what's up. And like I said, I can always... make things happen later. Yeah, man, what woke you up to the ways of...
You want me to be honest?
The government and things. Yeah, like, I don't want you to lie to me ever. When I ask somebody to tell me something, I don't want them to start with, let me be honest. Like, wait a minute, you didn't lie to me about anything else?
What really woke me up was the Zeitgeist documentaries.
Okay, it was a documentary for me as well.
Yes.
But it was one that I've grown...
But now, here, I'm going to tell you this. Now that in the last recent few years, I went back and watched some of that, and you know what I found out? The guy that wrote all that shit, a lot of it, even one of the guys that is interviewed in it, is a fucking full-blown socialist.
Really?
Yes. But see, there's the tricky part with the socialism. They try to, the people that are pushing it in our country, like Bernie Sanders and a couple of these other people, they are using the truth in a way. These are yours.
Yeah, I know. You're going to need that, though, eventually.
They're using the truth in a way to sell it. Oh, the corporations are stealing all the money. They're taking all the money. There's CEOs making $38 million and you're making $10 an hour working for the same company. Doing all the hard shit. Like using those points to sell their idea, their
Right.
their political agenda,
Yeah.
which is socialism, which is not fucking. No.
What we're shooting for.
They got the idea that they think everybody should be equal. They think financially. Like, no. I want to live in a place where if you fuck up, you don't have shit.
And
if you do the right shit, you got everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and I don't want you to take half of it because there's a poor dude down here that chose not to do what I did.
Yeah, he chose to sit there on the street all day, and I had to drive past him while I went to work.
Look at that motherfucker. He can stand out there in the heat all day asking for free money. He can go fucking work somewhere in an air conditioner. In a field, I don't give a fuck.
He's used to the heat.
Dude, you can't sit and listen to the radio these days, and all the commercials are people hiring.
Yeah.
Good jobs.
I hate when people say there's no jobs.
Good jobs.
You're not looking. If there's no jobs, you're not looking.
No,
You're
at all.
Or you're too fucking prideful to take fucking less money than you may have made once, or you fucking, or hung up on some dumb shit about a job.
I mean, jobs $12 to $20 an hour.
Constantly.
So everywhere.
Dude, from fucking, we're in North City, Illinois right now. From here to fucking
Owensboro.
Owensville.
From here to Owensboro.
Even Owensboro.
From Princeton, Evansville, Owensboro to here.
Yes.
There's so
untold fucking
factories,
jobs.
Toyota, fucking. I mean, there's all the
mining,
everything,
industries,
mining, fucking oil, fucking
electrician. There's union work. There's contracts.
All you got to do is want to do it.
Yeah, you can literally walk up on a site where they're building a home and say, "Guys, can I pick up fucking nails for $10 today?" And they'll say, "Nah, man, you got to go to the fucking office and apply." You'd be like, "All right, so you go do that." And then you got a fucking job because you're just someone who's wanting to pack a 2x4 to the guy who needs to make a cut.
It's fucking bullshit.
There's ways you could at least try, and I hate when people say there's no jobs. There's fucking
bullshit.
Tons of jobs. There has been tons of jobs. It ain't like there was ever a time where there wasn't anybody hiring.
I'm gonna be honest, because I've
turnover rates around here.
Anybody that sits there and looks at you right now and says there is no jobs is somebody that is living in a situation where somebody's taking care of them.
Yeah, absolutely. And they're yeah, because if you get put flat on your ass,
then you're gonna do it.
You're gonna fucking walk into the first
that, or you're gonna be that fucking hobo.
Yeah,
one of the two.
Yeah.
There's your options.
It's literally those are your options.
Yes,
you will fucking walk
and you might
even pump gas for a fucking month or two. You save up and get a better.
And you might even be that hobo with that job for fucking 3 weeks until you get your first check.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
But you know you're going to work and you're working and you're fucking.
I've been there.
In the shower or in the sink. Fuck yeah, man. That's real shit, man. And that's why America is so great because
it is.
You can start as that bum on the street and work yourself up to a Donald Trump status.
Yes, you can.
He became the fucking president after becoming a billionaire. Who you got a loan from? Fuck yourself,
dude. He is the
ultimate. Admit one fucking thing.
He is literally the fucking epitome of America, dude.
It really is like a really, really great definition of like the.
Tell me, anybody
story.
Anybody, if they could write that letter with that story that he has, they couldn't look you in the face and say they wouldn't enjoy writing that letter.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, dude. Yeah, you can't write that and be sad.
No.
You ever seen
or be upset with yourself.
What that comedian say? You ever see my frown? Was it Dane Cook? I think it is. Well, you ever see my frown on a jet ski? It's not possible. You see a mad motherfucker riding a jet ski? Dude needs to go get counseling. Fuck. You don't happen. You don't
see a mad guy on a fucking jet ski? No.
You don't.
They're always having a fun time.
You can't ride a jet ski and not be fucking happy. It just doesn't happen. Smiles fucking happen, dude. God, it's just a lot. You just shake your damn head at everything. You know what I mean?
It's getting to that point for me where nothing's surprising.
No, and that sucks because that's when it loses the spice. Now, the only time it gets exciting is when tragic things happen, like when people fucking die because some lone fucking nut or some government fucking shit had to happen.
They call them patsies.
Yeah, absolutely. And
they
go way back.
You go to Target, you can buy a little girl's shirt that says Patsy Cline, or for Patsy, they have like 3-4 country singers' first names, and the first one, biggest one, Patsy.
Yeah. Right.
Subliminal message.
It is, man. It's programming. It's I can see your life.
And then they'll sell a shirt, Pizzagate, the pedophile shit.
Yeah. Why are they gonna bring Italian food into it?
Right, dude. They'll wear.
Now if I order pizza, I feel like a fucking pedophile.
They got a shirt there you can buy. That's a fucking pyramid, and the all-seeing eye triangle above it is a slice of pizza.
like it's a fucking joke.
It's not.
No, it's not a joke, but they're trying to fucking act like it's.
But they play it off on us because they know how stupid they are.
Yes. Dude.
They don't ever even. It don't even cross half the people. Majority, obviously, anybody that buys it.
Right. No, they bought it. They look at it
because
like, look, they're making
I'm not going to buy that. I see what it really means.
Pizzagate's so ridiculous. So
it's not real. It's not real.
We're going to buy this shirt to laugh at it. You know, with our other fucking stupid fucking liberal commie fucking goddamn shit. God, it pisses me off.
Bunch of commie.
It pisses me off. Yeah, like you said, man, people are just they're so led, man. They're so led. Nobody's,
like it's literally going to take
following, man. Nobody's leading, and when Trump decides, when we get a fucking leader who tries to put somebody first or do something, everybody just shoots down everything that he does. Why can't you just fucking admit that?
The wrongdoing has been so mainstream that when something righteous came along, it looks like it's wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dude.
Because the wrong has been made right for so long.
Yes, dude. That there's almost no right light to shine on it.
Right. You have to really be conscious to see it. Because we live in a matrix.
Yeah, dude. And trying to explain it to people.
It's next to impossible.
New people.
But I'm going to be honest.
Not obviously people who agree with you, like, followers and things like that, but just like maybe at a job and you try to talk to somebody, like, in a place, where you're working around a bunch of different people and you start to talk to different people about different things, man. I've worked in factories. And you just get different people's point of view, and people will fucking die for their belief in
wrong belief
and wrong, and you hate to try to insult anybody for the way they believe because you just want to let everybody live.
Right.
But at the same time,
when you're wrong,
you're wrong. When you're wrong,
go sit down.
The spade is spade, bro.
Figure out what's right. Figure out what's right. Come back.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Don't keep fighting with the wrong.
Yeah.
But there's a wire in the brain that's like snipped in half where you got to come back and regain your idea to figure out what is right, because obviously the road I was on was wrong. Right. That decision where like I was on the wrong path.
Yeah.
When it comes to politics, when it comes to culture, when it comes to
look at this objectively and stop looking at my views so biased on what only I believe in. Maybe I should look at it from someone else's point of view and then judge my beliefs off that. People don't think that way, man. They just don't think that way. I mean, some people, obviously, we have thinkers like us and the people like us, but there's so many that need to.
Our millennials,
it's overwhelming.
And then the generation under us, which is a Y generation, which all the people that were born like 96 to 2001, I think. I may be wrong on that, but something like that. They're all about 17, 18 to 25.
Yeah. The most important time of
and they're fucked.
Shape shit.
They're fucked.
They're jumping out of fucking cars.
Yeah.
They're jumping out of vehicles. Look it up.
They don't have a chance in hell.
Seriously.
To be an actual, like, what you call success.
Yeah.
Like, you got 6 figures in the bank. Success.
They
don't have a chance.
Purple and pink and cheetah fucking
most of millennials don't have a chance.
No, not really. There's no.
But we were still kind of raised. But a lot of us were in the millennial generation. Were still kind of raised by that old ideas of you can do and build anything you want, dude.
Yeah. Keep that in your mind always, that you can do whatever you set your mind to. Now they're setting their mind to fucking their dumb shit that they're doing with all these jumping out of cars, with all this shit where they're.
That's weird, dude. My phone is on silent. And Facebook Messenger, bing!
I'm telling you, man. They've been listening. I've had my phone on silent, too. I probably got a lot of stuff going on. Yeah, I don't know, man. But anyways, dude, it's so... The way that... I just am upset because they just aren't even willing to even...
There's no flexibility.
None.
There's no flex
None. It is poured concrete.
And the hate.
It is poured concrete. You cannot change it. If you sledgehammer it, they got a crew to come in.
And it breaks up into multiples.
Yeah, literally. Yeah. Fuck, dude.
Like Tupac said, we don't die, we multiply.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
but it's on the wrong side. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He meant that quote in a different fucking
In a
way.
very
Talking
good,
about us.
righteous way.
Yeah, he's talking about fucking
Talking about people like us, yes.
That's fucking about right, man. Jesus.
We just retaliate with hate. Oh my god.
Powerful.
That song was so
Another
awesome.
man that got shut down, you know?
Yeah. He had to be. Had to be. If you see the things the way they work, the way we do, he had to be. It only makes sense that he was killed.
Yeah, because it had to continue.
He knew it. He knew it was going to happen.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Didn't know how. Didn't know how they were going to do it. And they did it pretty well.
Through Shook Knight.
I don't know.
That's a whole other fucking podcast.
Yes.
But anyway, yeah.
The next hour.
Yeah, on to the next hour of the VanNote show. Yeah, dude. That is, man. This is 55 minutes. I'm gonna cut this.
Yeah.
Upload purposes.
I'm gonna eat
things
some.
like that.
I'm gonna eat some food.
Yeah, we'll come back. We'll continue all this stuff and more. I'll do some editing and make this kind of one cut, one thing, or maybe even have a couple things to put out for everybody. So stay tuned for sure. And yeah, we'll be back. It's been great. I've had fun. This is awesome. Thanks,
Peace.
Mike. Thank you, Mike.